Good morning. This week's Parsha, we have the issue that there's a famine in the land of Canaan. And so Abram, as he's known at that time, decides to go to Egypt where there is food. So he and Sarai go down, sort of a premonition to what will be at the time of Jacob. Uh, but Abram, of course, is worried that the problem that he sees is that he realizes that Sarai is a beautiful woman. And the morality of the time was that the king would see that she's a beautiful woman, would kill him, and take her for a wife. So he says to her, tell them that I'm your brother, and that way they won't kill me. Because he realizes he's not much of a match for Paro, the Pharaoh, and his army. He's one person. She's taken by Pharaoh, who, before he can do anything, God comes to him in a dream and he asks Abram to take her back because he realizes that Abram is a holy man and that she's actually his wife. So it's a very interesting issue going on here. Number one, seems like a lack of faith on Abram's part. He's scared that he'll be killed by Pharaoh. Didn't God promise that he would protect him? Second, and God does protect him. He protects him and Sarah. So there are lessons here. One is, and Abram is faulted for this, by the way, by some of the commentators, but the lessons here are very interesting. One of the important lessons is that while we rely on God's protection, we should not take it for granted. Sometimes the answer is no. A very famous story in Sfat on at on January 1st, 1837, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was a major earthquake. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there were a number of Jews praying Mincha, the afternoon services. The leader of the afternoon services in the Ari Beit Midrash realized what was happening. He was a Hasidic Rebbe, and he motioned to everybody with his left arm that they should leave the synagogue because it was about to collapse. But he stayed and completed his prayers. And just as he was finishing, that's when the building collapsed, and one of the pieces of the building fell and broke his arm. So he was asked, "Why? How could this happen? Why did this happen to you?" And he said, "I'm getting a message from God that, you know, that you told people to leave was a good thing because you're saving their lives. Why didn't you leave? Because you're in danger as well. And if you thought the building would stand for you, the completion of your prayers, why'd you tell everybody else to leave? Either you believe it'll happen or not. There's no in between here. But that he was told the correct thing for him to do was for him to have left as well and then complete the prayers outside. And that's basically what I think the Torah is saying. Yes, you rely on divine intervention to help save us, but also prepare for the worst, that it won't happen. Something to think about.